California are dealing with the dangers of extreme heat and rapidly spreading wildfires.
The weather patterns, the seasons, the rain and the rivers and the ponds and lakes are all functioning in a divine balance, a divine ballet. And to disrupt that is causing mischief on the earth.
There's functional denial. I wake up every morning aware that I'm in a comfortable bed. And how many people don't have a bed?
And this is crisis, and this is urgent.
We are to be caretakers of this beautiful planet that we have and all people.
At the beginning, we were born at the same time with the animal life. We were not more than the other.
We're so deeply interconnected with all that is. What a holy miracle.
I have some third graders here. Does anybody want to tell me why we care for the earth?
So I just really like it because it's just beautiful. If we didn't care for the earth, then we wouldn't have a place to live.
You think we care for all creatures?
Even the ugly ones.
Even the ugly ones. Yeah.
Our goal at Interfaith Coalition for Earth Justice is creating the conditions for what we will need in order to adjust and adapt to climate disruption. Building communities of resistance, resilience, and transformation.
In Islam, where we have these three components after worship. One is to be a humanitarian, another is to be an animal rights activist, and another is to be an environmentalist. But whether we can get our feet to the ground and work towards it, that's where the struggle becomes. And that's my job, is to make sure that they put this concept to action.
When we were looking for a place to put this cultural center at, we came here, one of our oldest building sites right here for the Kumeyaay, for our people. When we do develop some land, we have a formula that we're trying to preserve 3 times in what we're building on. If there was ever a cause to remove trees, especially the oak trees, we're trying to at least put back 10 for every one.
After Pope Francis Laudato Si came out, I asked to start a sustainability creation care program. I love when the kids come to me and say, oh, you know what? We stopped putting plastic water bottles in the back of our car, or Miss Soldum, I built a playhouse out of all recycled materials.
My favorite part is you're really hands-on, you accomplish something. I was here last year, so we got to build the garden, and when it was done, it was I felt really happy and proud of myself because I did that.
More than an activist, I guess I'm a trench worker. The grassroots type of basic Christian communities. It's just people sitting and talking to each other, and deciding what is good to do.
We're in the process of trying to have only sustainable ware in the kitchen.
We had bilingual presentations in Spanish and English.
We had that fairly soon after organizing, after becoming the Creation Care team.
La comunidad de habla española estamos tratando de alcanzarlos, de que se acerquen a nosotros para así poder trabajar juntos.
With environmental justice concerns, it's most of the time, it's those most vulnerable, our brothers and sisters, the most vulnerable, that are most affected. Because of this interconnectedness, we're dependent on one another. And so if someone pollutes upstream, the person downstream feels it.
My director for Siquan, Martha, and her mom have brought a lot of knowledge to our people here. A lot of people on the side will suppress that because they don't have that PhD or that master's, or they haven't written a book yet. If we were able to get people to understand that and have that infusion of this indigenous knowledge, that we can make more advancements today.
No, we need to listen to nature as well. Nature can give us a lot of wisdom about how we might behave, how we might put some of our societal structures, even the economy. Simple living is the creation care ministry of St. Paul's Cathedral. I would hope that at the very least Simple Living has sort of raised the profile of not just divestment, but in general sort of eco-justice issues.
There has been a conscious effort to examine the Episcopal Church's investments that's at the top level of the church, to be intentional about who we invest with, our resources, and responsible care for creation.
So today we planted a tree. We have a program with what's called our Music and More, and so it's engaging kids in music and spiritual formation. They know how important it is to care for their environment.
Let's go out and see if we can plant trees and speak out against burying of nuclear waste. But we have to make that tie, that connection between the spiritual growth and the activism. And that way we'll have a stronger product.
What small step can I take that's something that's doable? So I'm thinking about taking the bus once a week and just seeing what's that like, and being present with the feelings of not having the control I normally like to have over my day.
You can't separate our commitment to justice from being a Unitarian Universalist. And so it really is the foundation and the motivator of my faith.
As one of the Jewish faith, it goes back to the Bible in terms of us, caring for the environment and certainly our planet Earth, as we do and value all of life.
And the sense that all of us then as Christians are to follow Jesus of Nazareth. Relationship with God, relationship with others, and relationship with creation.
The first time that we installed this garden, we finished and I stopped and I thought to myself, this is a Catholic school. We can actually pray over this garden. They're not praying for other people. They're not praying for themselves. They're praying for God's creation.
What are you waiting for? The house is on fire. Let's do this. We can do this. We're going to do this.